What's up, guys? Just giving a small Subaru update here so you can see I kind of have the interior tore apart in the WRX. So just kind of wanted to show you guys what I was working on. Installed a boost gauge. It doesn't have the tape, so you can see that there's like a little bit of wiggle room in that. So if anybody is going to get... Oh my goodness, isn't that terrible that you forget as soon as you start talking? I think it's called solid solution, solid something vent. I'm actually going to link their install down below so that you guys have some questions about it. But something that I always see on the Subaru forums is where to wiretap at. They're like, oh, I don't know what to wiretap, I don't know what to do. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys that because I think this is a really helpful video. So I'm going to link their description on the install on how to do this. The only recommendations that I have, guys, for this is you do have to drill into the bottom of your vent, but that doesn't matter. Nobody sees that. It's not going to affect the air or anything like that. So I'll link their description on the install. This is a Pro Sport boost gauge. I'm going to show you guys what that looks like in amber here in a second. I'll start the car up. But let me show you guys where I tapped at here. So I'm really hoping that it is not too dark down there. And it looks like it is. So let me try to explain this. So you're going 4 up from the bottom. And you're going to use a fuse tap that you can buy from Advance Auto, any kind of parts store locally. So I went up to this one right here. So here's my fuse panel, okay? So I went 3 up from the bottom. So you can see 1, 2, 3, and I used the 12-volt plug. And what I did on my boost gauge was I ran the red, which is my power supply, and I ran the orange, which is the amber. It's called amber, yeah, amber illumination. And let me show you guys how this looks starting up here. Sorry guys, I'm trying to... So you guys can see for that gauge, that's pretty good. I really like that look. I think that looks really good. But anyway, so there's my power supply. And you guys are probably going to ask next, you're going to be like, well, what'd you do with your ground? So it's probably hard to see on my camera here, but you're going to see this ground. And then there is a bolt. See that bolt back there? It doesn't get any bare metal than that, guys. A ground is a ground at the end of the day. So I just went ahead and kind of wrapped it around that bolt and tightened that bolt back down. And I highly doubt I'm ever going to have to worry about that again. There you go. That's kind of a better view. So boost gauge install in a WRX, like I said, I'm going to put some material around in here so that this doesn't move anymore. But next part is going to be to route all this vacuum lines. But I've just been seeing that a lot on the Subaru forums lately. Everybody's asking questions about how to install these boost gauge. Guys, do not get concerned about this. This is like one of the easiest things you can do to your car. So, show you guys what this looks like all back together. Hang on one sec. Alright guys, so my interior is back together now. The gauge is over here. I will say this though, I mean this is super minor, but this gauge, I mean okay, you can rotate it, but there's like a lot of force in there to do so, and maybe to like the smallest degree it's tilted up. I personally don't think that's going to bother me. I don't know. I'm using force, so I'm scared I'm going to, like, fuck something up. But anyway, let me show you guys what this thing looks like with the key turned on. This is the Pro Sport 52mm manual, or mechanical, not manual, the boost gauge. So you guys can see. Go to the on position and go from there. So it does not have a vacuum source right now. So that would be why it's not like moving or whatever, and obviously the car's not on. But overall, guys, this is like $100 setup probably. So like I was saying, this is like probably $100 setup, which for a normal car is expensive, but for a Subaru it's, for whatever reason, the norm. But anyway, guys, that's the wiretap. That's the boost gauge that I installed in my car. If you have any questions about how to install this yourself, just let me know. I will gladly point you in the right direction. I think a lot of people get intimidated by the wiring in this, and then they kind of just stop doing it. So, as always, guys, thank you for following. Thank you for subscribing. Stay tuned for more updates, guys.